Live from Chafee Studios in Kingston, Rhode Island, it's Barrett Tonight. Tonight, author William English, musical guest Eddie Rabbitt, and featuring Blake Carpenter and the s1e2 band. I'm Christopher Hayden, and here's your host, Barrett Jordan.
Hey, everybody, how you doing tonight? Well, I think it's going to be a great show, as always. I think it's going to be probably the best one so far.
I've got a hunch.
Anyway, guys, like before, if you want to see our old episodes or any of our network's great shows, please go to URI TV Network on YouTube, and you can see some other Barrett Tonight episodes or Nerds of the Round Table, some of the great quality stuff up there. Anyway, Hurricane Sandy. So the hurricane, you see this? You got hit by this? Of course you have. It hit us right here. Yeah, so last week, hurricane, it affected millions of people all over the East Coast. Chris, did you lose power?
Power? No, I recharge my phone every night.
Oh, sorry guys. Sometimes with Chris, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Yeah. Anyways, Sandy has caused so much devastation that on a serious note tonight, all of us here at Barrett Tonight would like to send our deepest sympathies to all of those who are affected.
Hey, you see how bad Jersey got hit? Oh!
Yeah, oh my gosh, right? I mean, there's so much devastation down there, it's really horrible. But the only thing that wasn't affected at all was the Jersey Shore house, which I guess once and for all proves that there is no God, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Anyway, so the World Series was pretty awesome, huh? You see the World Series? No? Anyway, you see this? Of course you haven't. Okay, so No Shave November. It's November, which is No Shave November, which means all the men, all the strapping young men all over campus are going to participate in the always fashionable No Shave November. I'm starting right now, as you might be able to see. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this all year, trying to top my performance from last year. Chris, are you participating?
I plead the fifth.
Anyway, guys, this last Wednesday was Halloween.
You can take off the mask now, Barrett.
That was uncalled for. What else is new? Elections. Elections are coming closer and closer day by day now. They're actually next Tuesday. It's almost as if neither of the candidates have any depth, or at least to me it seems like that way. The election's just so black and white. You know? Anyway, it's still pretty close, but it's kind of surprising to know that there are so many undecided voters. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what an undecided voter looks like, right there. Anyway, so we're all excited to have learned about the new Star Wars film. Star Wars, the 7th Star Wars film is scheduled to come out in 2015. You see this? Really crazy. Actually, it's going to be produced by Disney. So get ready for cuter characters and mothers who die after the long opening credits.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper, Barrett?
Mos Eisley Spaceport. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Hot dog. Anyway, finally, in Colorado, there's a movement to legalize marijuana. You see this? Unfortunately for its supporters, it's starting to lose its lead in the polls. You know, if it was up to me, I'd probably take the marijuana issue straight to a congressional joint committee.
Well, let's end on a high note.
Anyway, guys, we have a great show for you all tonight. So, William English is in the building. We have musical guest Eddie Rabbitt, guys. Eddie Rabbitt, fantastic. We always get the best guests. Anyway, here's Blake Carpenter and the s1e2 band. We'll be right back, everybody. How was your weekend, Chris?
I got my low score in bowling.
That's fantastic.
So, yes.
I know.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
I've always thought your bowling was subpar, but it's pretty good to see you were low scoring now. Anyway, guys.
I'll let that one slide.
Anyway, guys, we got another great installment from the man who can only be described by one word. Here's Julio.
Hey, so recently I've started playing the game that has been sweeping colleges all over the nation. I'm talking about Human versus Zombies. The rules are simple. A zombie attacks a human, and the human turns into a zombie. The humans can fight back by using Nerf guns or throwing socks or marshmallows at zombies to stun them. Unfortunately, there's no swords allowed anymore. So I think any building on campus is a safe point. So if you go to the union or something, you're safe from the zombies or the library. So unfortunately for me, in the game, I died way too soon. I thought I could live forever. I had my whole life ahead of me. I was so full of life. I had such high hopes of winning the game. I look forward to the day that I would single-handedly go Rambo style on a whole squad of zombies. But all that dreaming came to a tragic end yesterday. I didn't make it. My last words were, "It would suck if a zombie attacks me from behind." Ironically, that's exactly what happened after I looked around and walked for just 30 seconds. Before I knew it, he tagged me. I didn't have a fighting chance. It's not fair. He came out of nowhere, I'm telling you. I never saw him coming. And that's how he died.
I'm terrified of that last take, huh?
What a tragic story.
Zombies.
Poor Julio.
He's really in style of Halloween. Anyway, guys, another quick segment from the man who knows all about sports. Here's I Watch Sports with Kyle. Kyle.
Thank you, Barrett. Starting with recent sports news, last night the San Diego Chargers faced off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers easily defeated the Chiefs with a big day behind quarterback Phillip Rivers. The NBA season also started and is now back, starting off with the Heat defeating the Celtics in the season opener. LeBron James had a usual big game as well as Dwayne Wade. The Lakers are off to a rough start as the newly formed starting five has not been able to find their groove just yet. They have an 0-2 record and struggling. Dwight Howard's coming back from an injury. The NBA world was also shaken up by a blockbuster trade between Oklahoma City and Houston, trading James Harden for Kevin Martin. Shook up a lot of the landscape in the West. Lastly, with late news, the San Francisco Giants defeated the Detroit Tigers for the 7th World Series. And that's all for sports news. Back to you, Barrett.
Thanks, Kyle. You really do watch a lot of sports. Anyway, exciting news, as we mentioned earlier. We just received word of the announcement of the Star Wars films. It actually is really interesting. Disney is going to send out some new remastered versions of the original 6 films. Lucas did a bunch of that, right?
Too much.
Too much of that. Anyway, so Disney's new remastered editions of Star Wars are coming out, and here at Barrett Tonight, we've actually gotten a great sneak peek of what those what they're going to look like. Here, take a look. Wow! Even better than the originals, huh?
Han shoots first.
So guys, stay tuned. William English is right here on the program with a few more surprises. So everyone, Blake Carpenter and the Straight to YouTube band, we'll see you in a few. With us tonight is renowned and pompous author William English.
Oh, thank you, thank you. How do you do, Mr. Tool?
Fantastic. Thank you for coming on. So tell us a little bit about your works.
My works? Well, where do I begin? My first novella, if you would, was called Jimmy and the Hatchet That Could. You see, it was an exploration of, well, my childhood, first of all. I'll admit that openly. And it explores a relationship between a small lad named Jimmy, growing up on his own, with his only friend being his hat. It's a psychological endeavor into the mind.
Chris had that problem.
Yes, well, I'm sure it was fantastic. But, Mr. Jordan, please, if I would, let me ask you about yourself. I dabble in psychology a bit. Do you enjoy what you do?
I love what I do. I'm really thrilled I've had this chance the past few weeks.
Clearly, I mean, it's very evident from your profession that you didn't get enough attention growing up, did you? Your mother or father, they didn't pay much attention to you, perhaps even beat you regularly, and to compensate for that.
Did.
Yes, well, thank you, I'm talking. You didn't have a very savory, let's say, childhood, did you?
Mom, if you're watching this, I swear to God, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I read your profile.
I don't know what you're talking about, really.
Yeah, certainly.
Hey, I'm asking you the questions, Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
but
Officer.
of course, but please continue.
Now that you've just attacked me a little bit, tell us, where's the inspiration come from? Because you have a lot of, your novels are just so, I don't know, from one subject to another, you just jump, seamlessly.
Yes, well, I don't understand where you're coming from that. I mean, yes, my first novel was Little Jimmy and the Hat That Could.
I know, yes.
And from there, I jumped to a trilogy of erotic novels, you see.
Okay.
And from there, I'm spinning off into children's books, you see. And actually, I brought my latest installment of that right here. Yes, you see.
It's a white book.
Yes, that is intentional, you see.
Okay.
It's symbolic. You see, all life is symbolic, and I like to put life into my novels, much like your parents put life into your beatings.
I don't understand.
Yes, well, you see, the explanation behind this is that the child should project themselves onto the book. You see, books are like life. You have to live it, and this enables the child to project himself, to create what was not there before. I mean, if you cannot read all right, you fail, and you might as well die.
You know, Chris read a book once. Chris, tell him about that.
Yes, I'm sure it was lovely.
So with the blank book, so you're having children work on psychology now? Is you want to start early with them, or is this?
No. Psychology is just a hobby of mine. What this book really is, it's everything the child can imagine himself. I mean, more or less, it's a story about, a duck eating a grape, really. But the child can identify with the duck, being so deeply characterized as he is.
You are the scariest man that we've ever had on the show. I want to applaud you for that. One other quick question. You won an award for illustration. Now, do you do your own illustrations, or is it just a blank page and you let the kids fill them in?
I did do my own illustrations, but after getting, frankly, too much positive criticism, I just felt bad for the other authors.
Of course, yeah.
And so I had to stop doing that to make them look better. It's my way of giving back to the writing community, if you would.
It's truly inspirational.
You are a noble man.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway, guys, Dr. William English, renowned author and self-proclaimed pompous know-it-all. Anyway, guys, thank you again for coming.
Oh, my pleasure,
we'll
Mr.
have
Jordan.
to have you back with another book.
I certainly hope so. Perhaps another. I'm writing another psychological thriller.
Excellent.
I might base the character off of you, good sir.
Thank
you. You have a lot to work on.
Thank you. Anyway, guys, we'll be right back. We'll see you in a few. Hey guys, welcome back again. So how I've been doing, Chris? Holding up so far? Pretty good? Yeah? Okay. The man of few words, ladies and gentlemen. Now for the past few months, I've been hearing about this milk gallon challenge. The kids have been saying that it's a big hit, big YouTube sensation, and I want to be a big YouTube sensation. Can't go anywhere when I stumble over my words like that. What is it? I don't know. So, our very own Chris Hayden, on this sort of live television, he's going to complete the milk gallon challenge here for you now. You ready, Chris?
I was born ready.
You ready?
Down the hex.
Set, go. That's a lot of cow pee, Chris. Have you ever seen anyone drink so much cow pee? Unbelievable, guys. Go. Okay? You know you have an hour to do that, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, pretty good. Not bad, Chris. What do you say? You want to keep going, or?
Oh, Barrett.
Okay, he's gonna keep going. Let's hear it, folks. Let's go. Give it for Chris. I'm amazed.
I was thinking, Barrett. Let's see you do this.
Chris, I can't. I'm lactose intolerant.
That's why. I bought you this.
How much do I, Chris?
1%, one shot, go.
Okay. I've had a problem with this before. Okay. Well, I guess it's like my grandfathers used to say, let's drink milk until the lactose in our systems destroys our digestive tract. That's really not bad.
I'll be right back.
Not bad. Oh, God. I guess
Well, it looks like our hosts will be holding their hair back for a few minutes. Please stick around for our musical guest, my personal friend, Mr. Eddie Rabbitt.
Thought I was over you. Thought I could start anew. I got a new job, new friends on the other side of town.